Hello. I'm going to connect my Raspberry Pi temperature sensor to a Google Sheet so I can see it when I'm not around my Raspberry Pi. I'll know what temperature my Raspberry Pi is. I'm going to start by going to openpipekit.org, and the first step is get the kit. There's some instructions on how to build your own. I've built mine here. We have a Raspberry Pi computer with a USB Wi-Fi dongle plugged in. And inside we have a memory chip, a micro SD card that has the pirate ship disk image on it. I also have this USB memory card that I'm going to use to transfer over the program of OpenPipeKit to this. So let's create that. I'm ready for my next step. I click Configure. It asks us which sensor. We're going to select the Raspberry Pi temperature sensor. And Google Sheets by CloudStitch. CloudStitch is a service that we send data to that puts it into the Google Sheet for us. I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now it's asking us for a URL to send it to. The URL endpoint shown in your Magic Forms project on CloudStitch. Make sure to turn on Auto Add Columns. So we need to go to cloudstitch.com to create a URL to send data to. I'm already logged in here, so I can just go to My Projects, click on Add Project, select Magic Form. Yes, I'll try it out. Stitching it up. And ta-da, we have our URL to send data to. But there is also that direction. I'm going to copy this, but there's also the direction to turn on Auto Add Columns. All right, so I've copied this. Now I'm going to paste it into this URL. Click Next. Let's go for every 10 seconds. And I'm going to connect to a Wi-Fi network so that my Raspberry Pi can send the data to CloudStitch. The Wi-Fi name here is pirate.sh/IP. There's no Wi-Fi password here, so I don't have to fill that out. I just click Next. Now I have this file that I'm going to place on the USB drive. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in to my computer here. Right-click, Save Link As, and go down to the USB disk and save it. Great. So let's eject that disk so that I can plug it into my Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to plug it into that now has the autorun_once.sh file on it. I'm going to plug it into Raspberry Pi. Plug it in a little off center from the Wi-Fi stick so I can see what's going on, make sure I'm connected to the network when it boots up. And I'm going to give our Raspberry Pi some power. And here we see the lights turning on. We can see that it's flashing very fast. That means it's booting up. I can see that the light on the Wi-Fi just turned on. Now it's flashing. We're connected to the network. And now on this green indicator light, it's doing a single flash. What single flash means is that it's connected to the network, and it's downloading the drivers for the Raspberry Pi temperature sensor and CloudStitch. And it's also creating the file that is going to run every 10 seconds that will pipe our data from the Raspberry Pi temperature sensor to the Google Sheet. We'll soon see that as soon as the single flash stops, we'll see a heartbeat flash. With the heartbeat flash, we'll see the data show up in our sheet. Let's go to our sheet real quick. And we're going to delete these columns because we don't need those. And we got the heartbeat signal, and ta-da! We have the temperature data coming in. It's the Celsius values by default, and another Celsius value, and another Celsius value, and it will continue to do that as long as it has power. If I shut this down, if I just pull out the power and I plug it back in later, it'll just start up with the same configuration. So that's my Raspberry Pi temperature sensor to Google Sheets demo. Thanks for watching.